Oh my goodness, we are back. It's another episode, guys. It's another episode.
Of deiFootballLak.
Woo!
Dalam sejarah.
Today in History of Football. It's a
Hari ini
show.
dalam Malaysia.
It's a show that's brought to you thanks to Ram's Realty, man. If you've not checked out Ram's Realty, it's a place for property. So thank
Selamat
you.
Hari Malaysia.
And also Selamat Hari Ramama for making this a possibility. And don't forget, if you've not hit the subscribe button,
Please social distance.
just remember, hit the subscribe button because we are going to be giving away a very special gift once we reach 1,000 subscribers to a random winner.
Yep.
So please hit the bell icon, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment.
Hit your bum one time.
Socialize lah sikit. Kau jangan lah. Kau tahu kau faham ah?
Just don't hit people lah.
Don't hit people lah.
No violence.
Stop violence against women.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, there you go. Exactly, of course. But me, Prashant, I don't support, condone violence against women, of course. Raja as well.
But he supports Roy Keane.
Yeah, that's violence
Ryan
against
Giggs.
that's violence against other football players, lah. You know.
But Haaland isn't.
Haaland.
Uh,
I think you mean Netherlands.
Alfinger Haaland.
Alfinger Haaland isn't.
That's why I said football
woman.
players, lah. Football players. I said football players is fine.
So, anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So what we have coming up on the show today, lah, fellas?
To be honest, I have no idea.
Oh really? Yeah. There's a reason why we actually shot late lah this week because we wanted the Premier League games to habis sikit lah. So what we wanted to talk about was actually the fantasy Premier League team and some of the stars that shine the Premier League throughout the weekend.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
And so let's take a look at that first. So we're going to take a look at Abhi's fantasy team first. Now Abhi and I, we both actually missed out on this week, unfortunately, because
Apa ni?
that's just how we roll.
Apa ni?
I was a bit late. I didn't realize the time.
I also late. Abhi, I also late. Hey, can we get the graphic back up there? We leave it a bit longer.
Go
Thank you,
back to the
producer.
graphic.
Deadline pun tak sampai.
Hey,
So
but-
let's look at the team for
So
now. You
it
can
actually
bash me
looks like
later
a
on.
solid. It's a solid team. James had a blinder against Spurs. What a wonderful game he played.
Fernandes
Zaha
didn't play.
Zaha should have had two, or maybe even a hat trick against.
Some say.
Palace were playing Southampton.
Southampton.
Yeah, he could have easily scored a hat trick. Castagna scored for Leicester City the other day. Klitsch had a wonderful game in midfield against Liverpool.
I like Mitchell. I think Mitchell should have been in the first 11 because I think he got more points than Alexander Arnold did.
No,
Fair
fair
enough,
enough.
fair
But
enough.
I like the reason why I put this team up is actually this is setting up for next week.
They're going up
so
against
this is
Chelsea, lah. So you're fencing your chances,
so
lah.
week 2, this is how I plan
Okay,
to
so
line up
let's.
the team.
Since Raja's got a lot to say about this, let's take a look at Raja's team, lah. Then.
I'm the only guy who gave a shit about the deadline.
Hey, but Raja boy, you actually, you actually masuk. So
Yes.
what was your total points for this?
Total points was about 57, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Not bad,
Okay,
lah.
not bad,
bad,
not
not
bad.
bad.
I could have done much better. If I captain
I
Salah.
think your strikers did not do a good job.
Yeah, Harry Kane. The
Raja,
best part
strikers
is
kau makan tai, Raja.
I had
memang
Callum
betul.
Wilson. I had Callum
Makan tai
Wilson. Last minute, I swapped Callum Wilson out for Danny
So
Ings.
guys, whatever
but two
Raja said,
players-
should, could, had, or whatever you are watching on the screen, none
They-
of those players he mentioned.
But the
was
most
there.
important thing is I actually made it in time for the deadline. So
Fair enough.
everybody else is disqualified and they're talking out of their bum holes.
Yeah, but Raja talking about time, Raja kiss my time, Raja. Okay. Anyways, you got what? 55 points,
57.
57. Two players out of that 57. Only two players got you that 34 points. That's
Yeah,
insane,
exactly.
day.
Yeah.
I should have just captain Salah.
I like how you. Okay. So Alba's your captain and Salah's your vice. Oh, right.
So
Yeah,
if Salah was
James, man.
So
captain,
you got 47 lah. You would have got
57. I would have
47 lah.
What do you mean? If
Had you captain Salah instead of Aubameyang, you would have got 47 instead of 34 lah.
no.
Yeah lah.
no,
Aubameyang, they got-
Salah would have given him 60
20 there.
times 3.
Times 3. Captain
Times
times
three.
3 or 2.
I would have got
Times
times
two,
2,
is it?
times 2.
So correct lah. Salah 40, Aubameyang 7 lah. So 47 lah.
No, Aubameyang only got 7 there. He's been
Yes.
captain.
So if you had captain Salah,
Yeah, so 47
Aubameyang
correct,
would have
that's
still
the
had
match.
7, right?
Raja, Aubameyang only has 7. You captain him is 40.
Raja, match fail!
Raja,
Yeah,
match fail,
okay.
okay? Listen, if you captain Salah, 20 times 2 is 40. And Aubameyang would not have been captain because you captain
It would
Salah.
have been 7, yeah.
7.
So
So,
you
47.
take
47.
So you
lah.
take 57, you minus 7 and you add 20.
No, we're just talking about your two players, Aubameyang and Salah. who's
That's how it
only
works,
35.
Dave.
I'm talking about the total.
No, that's how it works.
So guys,
though. Yeah, I know, but that's how I'm talking. That's how the match
Yeah,
works. If you had captain Salah, you would have gotten 47 instead of 34.
For clarification, what
For
we're
those 2
saying,
players alone.
Because Salah would have gotten you 40 points, Alba would not have gotten double points, so it's 7. So 40 plus 7 is 47.
Only for those 2 players.
Only for those two
Oh,
players.
okay.
That's what I'm trying
Only
to
for
say.
those 2 players, yes.
Yes.
But if you add the 11 players,
No, screw the 11 players. I was talking about the 2 players all this while.
60 plus lah.
That's just slow though. Okay, let's take a look at my team. Let's take a look at what I went for lah. Again, I missed the
smell
deadline, of
some
course.
bias here because both of these players didn't
no,
is that
reach
bias?
the deadline.
no
How is
bias.
that bias?
If you go and check the video
Can
itself,
we take a
you
look
realize
at
how
my
Raja
team?
can't do simple maths. Anyway,
I've gone for Pickford.
Right.
Smash that bias.
Yeah, that's
I've gone
what
for.
it
I've
smells
only
like.
got one Man United player in my team, so I don't know how that's biased.
I don't
I've
understand
got
how
3
you guys
Arsenal
choose
players.
this team even after the week you all had, game week 1. Like,
Dude,
how
I've
the
got
hell-
like 4 superstar players over there.
Gabriel would have got you mad points. I
Hey,
believe he
I
was
like
the
how you've
highest-
got El Neni there in your team.
He's on the
That's
bench,
very
like, because
interesting.
because I think it's
Hey,
secretly
but
Mikel
honestly-
Arteta has been playing him in the past 2
Yes,
matches.
yes, he played
when
very
it
well.
matters,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I
very well.
No, it's an
silently went for
interesting
Mikel.
choice. I like to see him there. And then, but again, I think both of us have one star in common. I mean, we've got Aubameyang and Gabriel, but I'm gonna put Gabriel there. Actually, a lot of our players are very similar. You know?
Almost very similar.
I've got Wadi.
I
got
like
Bamford.
Tyreek Mitchell a lot. I
I've
like
got-
Tyreek Mitchell.
yeah,
I think
I've
that's a
got-
very
Mitchell,
good
he
shot.
made his debut last season for Crystal Palace, and
He's kind of
he's looking,
decent.
yeah,
I
he's
like
looking
him, I
quite
like
good.
him.
But yeah, speaking of Gabriel, have you
Hendrick,
guys?
very interesting, bro.
Jeff Hendrick actually had a
Yeah, yeah.
performance against
Very interesting.
Newcastle beat
Newcastle
won beat West Ham. West Ham.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was
exactly.
West Ham.
West Ham
2-0.
are about to get relegated.
1 goal, 1 assist. One
Fair
goal, 1
enough.
assist.
We've
More
got
the-
7 players in common.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. There's actually
So-
quite a number of players.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, speaking of Gabriel, though, he had an amazing game against Fulham, and Arsenal actually performed very well against Fulham the other day. I honestly felt like
he did. Like,
To be honest, what a debut.
what a
because
debut.
like
What
the
a
first
debut,
minute, the
right?
first minute there was a pass back, if I'm not mistaken, and then Gabriel and Leno had a little bit of a miscom, and who was the striker? I think Kamara. Yeah, Kamara nearly scored, but after that, Gabriel was unfazed by anything. Like, he was
What
just like,
a
bring it on,
performance.
bitch. I'ma handle your shit.
I was
I don't know why
surprised to
I'm
see Mitrovic not play for Fulham because
That was interesting, huh?
right,
Very
he
interesting.
banged in what
But
20
he
goals
came on
last
as
season.
a
There you
came
go.
on as a
A
sub.
sub,
Fair
yeah.
enough, yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing, because like, I don't know why Scott Parker actually left him on the bench. I don't know if he would have
Yeah.
made any difference. Fulham can play ball, lah.
Yes.
I'll give you
That's
that
one
much.
thing I
Very
will say.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, they can play
It's
ball.
exciting to see a team that's newly promoted to actually play ball and not sort of like sit back in your own half and defend all the way. So I'll give him props for that. And one thing to be like noted, if you take Scott Parker's career and Frank Lampard's career and you match them up game by game, Scott Parker has actually outperformed Frank Lampard.
Oh, okay.
The only
Wow.
difference is Lampard got
Got
Chelsea
goals, I think.
in year 2 and Scott Parker still is managing Fulham.
Fair enough, yeah. And I mean, like, and
But you're comparing as a player, right?
No, as a manager.
Oh, okay.
As
As
a
a manager,
manager,
yeah.
But like as you said, that's the privilege of being a world-class player, a club legend.
I mean, you're a club legend at a top. I mean, like Scott Parker. I don't know. Maybe had he spent some time at Fulham even longer than he actually did, or maybe at Charlton Athletic, and he
Or
went
West
back.
Ham
You
United.
consider him a club legend as well, but unfortunately for Frank Lampard, I mean, like for Scott Parker, Frank Lampard was at Chelsea, lah.
Yeah.
I know Scott was there temporarily, but of course we all know Frank was the main man there.
Hey, but one thing I have to say this. Scott Parker is the best-looking manager in the Premier League. Fight me.
Very interesting. Very
Who else?
interesting.
Who is better looking than Scott Parker? Tell me.
I
What?
mean,
Jurgen Klopp with his
Until Rajas mentioned this, I've not actually.
I mean,
think about-
Jose Mourinho for me is still up there because
he's top
George
3.
Clooney. He's George Clooney, lah.
A close second is Mikel Arteta.
Yeah,
Very
Arteta
close.
is
Very
very
close.
good
Yeah, fair
looking,
enough.
yeah.
No, but look at Scott Parker's jawline, bro. Damn handsome as a fleur. I got to give
Hey,
props.
but no matter how good the jawline was also, he couldn't stop because when we were watching the game, Arsenal against Fulham, he could not stop Aubameyang. And I was telling Abi this one thing. When Arsenal were 1-0 up, I told Abi, "Macam, the game is in the bag." And Abi was like, "No, I'm not so sure." I was like, "You know why I'm so sure? Aubameyang hasn't scored."
Yeah.
And then he went 2-0 up. Auba still hasn't scored yet.
No,
and
but
then the
that goal-
inevitability. Oh, yeah.
That goal.
But I just want to talk about Williams' contribution.
3
throughout
assists.
This game.
Insane.
Yeah,
3 assists.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
assist is something he wasn't even
There you go.
expecting, lah.
There
But
you
the
go.
other two, especially the ball to Aubameyang, oh my goodness,
There you
what
go.
a ball by William!
I
Chelsea
like how-
was making fun of how we are taking their rejects, but thank you very much.
Yeah, but speaking of hat tricks, another player was involved in a hat trick, and his name is Mo Salah. What a game! I mean,
He got me 20 points.
I know Leeds might have been one of the talking points, but the thing is, you know what actually amazes me the most, or not? When we've spoken about great goal scorers in the past, right? Actually, if you think about it, Mo Salah's name doesn't get mentioned very often.
That's unfair.
It's a very underrated.
A bit
If you think
unfortunate.
about it,
He
Mo
is
Salah's goal
underrated,
scoring,
huh?
his goal scoring, not to say goal scoring, his goal involvement return for Liverpool ever since he's
Per
joined
90.
is almost 1 per match. It's
And I tell you what,
ridiculous.
if you put him up against like the Thierrys, the Scherers, if
He's
you
there.
go per 90,
His ratio is there.
He's
there.
right
His
there.
ratio is right
He doesn't
there.
get the props he
He
deserves.
He just
doesn't-
doesn't.
why-
There's
why
no
do you-
publicity around
Why,
it.
Yeah,
why do you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
actually think that is though? It baffles me, to be honest.
I think people will reflect on his legacy when he's retired. Because right now we're in the thick of it, so you don't really pay attention. Because honestly, Mo Salah is one of those guys. He's always smiling. You know, people have spoken about in the Liverpool locker room where he's the guy that gets everyone together. You don't expect that from your top scorer.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to play devil's advocate right now.
Let's go.
So, do you think a lot of people, the reason why he's underappreciated or even like, what's the word we're talking about? He's unsung,
Underrated lah.
is probably because the system that Klopp actually applies. So, the way Klopp lines up, it's suited for someone like Salah to just go out there and say, look, chance after chance after chance. Because it also, one more thing, if you actually watch the Leeds match, and a lot of Liverpool fans would agree with me on this, when Salah does create a chance, like when he plays that little 1-2 or when he tries to bring the ball forward, he does take a lot of shots. So eventually those shots, yes, of course you have to convert them as well, but he has that privilege compared to other players.
That's true.
Which also helps him get into like a goal scoring opportunity or also, I don't know, what do you guys think about that? That's just what
That's a good point because I think Salah kind of like, if you want to go short conversion, he's not the best.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Right? Yeah, because
his
he's
percentages are a bit low.
That's why he's got a lot of shots.
And it's a good point because Klopp's teams are set up for it to be multiple goal scorers. If Salah doesn't convert, Firmino's there, Mane is there, it might be Wijnaldum, it might be
But
Oxlade.
the focus has always been on Salah because like even if you look at it, like Mane has an opportunity to score mostly, he would look to pass on to Salah.
I would agree that's first season.
Yeah.
Last season, I don't
know
agree.
lately there's been like a rivalry, but if you look at like it's a healthy rivalry when
Yeah,
I
it's
between both
very
of them.
healthy. It's very
But
healthy.
I feel like Salah is still looked at as the main person for Liverpool compared
That's
to Mane.
fair. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. 100%.
That's how-
He's the main man.
But
lah.
the thing is,
Talisman.
no, but if you think about it this way, a lot of people actually put Mane ahead of Salah. A lot of Liverpool fans, especially, they put Mane ahead of Salah.
Because if you watch the games, you would see Mane doing more.
The work
But
rate lah.
Salah is just, he's got that goal scoring instinct.
Yep.
But I
Seriously,
mean,
he's got
end
that
of the day,
instinct.
they are the champions. You expect them to beat, but expect them to win, especially against a team that's just come up. But
But what
Go back a few videos.
performance.
Go back a few videos. Listen to what I said about
a
Leeds United.
performance!
United.
What a
Marcelo
performance!
Bielsa,
Yeah.
his nickname is El Loco. As I like to call him in my native language, El Kirkan. He is a Kirkan, bro. He is psycho, and if you see the way the team plays, there's no major signings. I mean, there's
because
Rodrigo
I was-
who made the mistake.
I was just telling him before the show actually that I honestly at this moment, if you feel like there are managers, so please leave your comments in the comment section lah. But I honestly feel, including Pep, including Klopp, there's no other manager in the world that can get a Jack Harrison or a Patrick Bamford or a Klitsch, any of these guys lah, to be playing at that level. Because yeah, I know Liverpool had 22 shots and Leeds had 6 shots. Yes, Liverpool did dominate, create chances, but dude, there was football being played at Anfield on the day
I'm just
by a
talking
team that
about
just got
like, in terms
just
of
got
midfield
promoted.
alone.
Yeah,
You look at the
It was
midfield, you
mad.
see how much they were
They-
keeping
Calvin
When they ball
Phillips.
forward,
all around.
when
Remember
they
the
ball
name,
forward, when they
Calvin
hoof it
Phillips.
forward, there's a purpose to hoofing it forward. When they play
Yeah.
in the midfield,
I
there's a
know,
purpose
and-
to playing
and
in
here's
the
the best
midfield.
part, you don't see them really hoofing it forward all the time. You expect a team
Yeah.
that has just been promoted to play that Route 1 football and you know this kind
And
of
here's the
thing.
best part.
But
I
no, they're playing
thought
football.
Rodrigo was going to start. But then
Yeah.
Bamford started.
Yes.
And there was a chance he actually had before he scored the goal. He tries to
Yes.
go around
Yes,
Alisson.
yes.
And I was like, dude, come on lah. I mean, like, slot that in lah. But whatever is said and done, I know Van Dijk makes a mistake. Dude, let's take a look at the angle or the tightness between Alisson and Patrick Bamford. There is no, the gap is so tight. The finish is
a lot to
ama-
do.
It's a
There's a
brilliant
lot to
finish.
do.
Yep.
Brilliant. What a finish.
And let's not forget the fact that Patrick Bamford was surplus to requirements, rejected youth academy product of Chelsea FC. Alright, they thought that he wasn't good enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is what Bielsa does. He takes players and he makes them better. Not very managers can say that. I would say maybe Klopp can say that, but if they fit into his system. You look at like Eddie Nketiah, who's been very, very good for Arsenal. He was playing a full season with Leeds under Bielsa last year in the Championship.
Yep.
Bielsa makes players better. Dimitri Payet had that crazy season at West Ham United. Then he moved to Marseille. Marseille incidentally beat PSG 1-0
Yeah, I
over
love
the
that.
weekend.
I love that.
By
They
the
might be
way.
missing Thiago Silva.
You ask Payet is on record saying he credits Bielsa with transforming his career. Bielsa makes players better. It is not common. It is special. El Loco is one in a billion.
Even Lionel Messi thinks that Bielsa is a fantastic manager. He
Fair
rates him
enough.
very highly. So,
Marcelo,
Eh, but coming up-
Marcelo.
But coming up this weekend, with Liverpool having shifted 3 goals at Anfield, I mean, I know they're playing away at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, who won 3-1 against Brighton as well. if I'm not mistaken, I think the game's on Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Right? Our time, Malaysian time, now, of course.
Malaysian time,
So Chelsea versus Liverpool are at Stamford Bridge.
Yes.
What do you guys think is going to happen?
I'm expecting a Chelsea win.
Wow. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because I want Chelsea to win. I want Liverpool to lose their momentum right now. Because if they carry on with this momentum,
But you want Chelsea to win. What are you thinking? You genuinely feel that Chelsea are actually going to win?
What do you believe?
genuinely I don't, because I don't see the football.
That's where the actual prediction comes in then.
happening. But
So,
but I still, because it's Stamford Bridge, I know there's no fans and all that. It's a team like this with that kind of talent, pool of talent. You never know. Maybe next week they might perform. They might. So I'm going with a Chelsea win.
Okay, Chelsea win.
Yeah.
What do you think the scoreline is going to be then?
2-1.
2-1. The score was 2-1, favouring Liverpool last season, if you all remember. Raj, what about you? What do you think is going to happen?
I'll probably go with a 3-1 to Liverpool because I watched Chelsea play Brighton.
Yeah.
Brighton and Hove
Not very
Albion.
convincing, huh?
Not very convincing. I think Timo Werner is the man. I think he looks like Jamie Vardy from 4 years ago. He's just relentless, running everywhere, but the team is not gelled.
Yep.
And I think this is a problem that a lot of teams find when you try to renovate your entire spine and you bring in like 4 or 5 players that are meant to be core players in the first 11.
Yep.
They don't gel. They don't gel immediately.
So
it
you're
takes
going
some
with
time.
So you're going with a 3-1 Liverpool, lah.
3-1 Liverpool because Liverpool still has their spine intact.
Fair enough. I mean, like, based on, because when we talk about what we were talking about, like both teams were not at 100%, but both still ended up winning at the weekend.
Yeah.
As much as I would, I mean, like, my logic, logic goes towards Liverpool are winning in the weekend, but I would like to actually think that Chelsea have a chance, because they are also very erratic. When we didn't give them a chance, we didn't give them a chance against Man City, and Man City ended up going there trying to win the match to stay in the title race last season, and then Chelsea beat them, and Liverpool were champions. So I'm praying, like, come on, Chelsea, stop them, lah. 2-1, 2-1 Chelsea. Stay with Abi on this. 2-1, let's go.
Secretly, why I want Liverpool to win is because the following week they're meeting Arsenal. So if Liverpool,
But the thing is, it might create a slump. So I'm praying the slump is there.
Yeah.
There might be a slump.
Bro,
You never know.
Arteta has bested Klopp's Liverpool twice. Twice.
so
in
having
recent times.
Yeah, but having it a third time, like again, like I don't know, I can't tell because
Fair enough.
the only advantage so far what I've seen is one beautiful thing so far when the Premier League kicked off was a lot of clubs actually playing football.
Fair enough.
So everything
Damn
is
nice.
exciting.
I love it.
I want to give a huge
I
shout
love it.
out
I
to
agree, 100%.
Everton.
Definitely, yeah.
Everton played
Yeah.
a brilliant
Against,
game.
what a match
Also-
Hamas had.
Yeah, Richarlison
Alan
missed
is a
so many
fucking
chances.
hero.
Okay, but we've got to move on.
Yeah.
So, quick touch-ups on the Arsenal-West Ham game. Arsenal fan, West Ham fan right here. What do you guys think is going to happen this weekend? 3 a.m.
West Ham
Saturday.
are getting relegated.
So
you
you're-
heard it here
so
first.
you're- Raj, you're
West
going
Ham
for-
are getting
you're
relegated.
going for Arsenal this weekend?
David Gold, David Sullivan are going to be ousted. There's an American consortium that's going to buy over West Ham. The fans are fed up. Mark Noble hates the owners. West Ham are losing. They're getting relegated unless the owners come in before 2 months.
So, in short, you're going for West Ham
Arsenal.
or Arsenal to win.
Come
lah.
on, you
what's the,
remember.
what's the prediction?
The prediction is 6-0 to Arsenal.
Fair enough. I mean, again, don't be surprised if that's a scoreline because of how West Ham have been, especially during the transfer window this season. Abi, what about you? What do you think is going to happen this weekend?
6-0.
4-0
4-0 Arsenal lah.
Arsenal.
Again lah. I mean,
4-0, 6-0.
after watching Gabriel play the way he did, I'm looking at West Ham. It doesn't really look like a very confident camp.
Because,
so naturally,
like,
you got to go for a massive score.
Going
I'd
to
say
be
3 lah. I'll go with the
difficult
safe
in terms
side.
of
3.
defending.
Yeah, fair enough. Man United actually starting off the season against Crystal Palace this weekend. What do you Abi? What do you think is going to happen this weekend? Man
United win.
Score?
Palace 3-1.
Van der Beek to start, yes or no?
Yes.
Wait first.
Yes.
Yes. Raja, scoreline?
3-1 to Man United. Van der Beek to start and Van der Beek to score.
I think Van der Beek will be on the bench this weekend. If I'm not mistaken, because Pogba is back from the COVID virus. I think Pogba is back. If Pogba is back, definitely Pogba and Bruno to start. But if Pogba is not back, then definitely Van der Beek to start lah. I'm praying for a 3-1 win for Man United.
I'm expecting Bruno to be on the scoreline.
That one I agree. I believe low-key, right, if you give it 4 to 5 game weeks, I think Donny Van de Beek is going to displace Paulie Pogba from the first 11 of Manchester
I completely
United.
disagree. I don't see that happening at all.
I feel like that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't
That's
see
a
that.
big shout,
You
I
heard
don't
it
see
here
that
first,
happening.
which
huh?
I disagree.
You heard it here first.
You heard the disagreement here first.
Yeah,
also.
me too. I'm disagreeing on this.
Okay, so
Let's
one more
give it
match.
4 match weeks. We'll
One
see.
more match. And also Manchester City actually kick off their season this weekend and they're playing Aston Villa. What do you guys think is going to happen there? Abi, let's go with you again first.
City win.
City win, Raj?
Very, very close match. I think maybe 3-2. City might just edge it, but I'm not convinced. I think Aston Villa might do something.
Fair.
I'm
So,
going with-
what does that mean?
3-2 to City.
Okay,
but
fair enough.
Week
Fair enough.
week one.
Okay. I think City are going to start off the season with a bang. I think a 4-0 victory, and this is going to try and mask whatever problems they actually have. And then eventually, they don't sign a centre back, it's going to come back and bite them in the toot. And also, speaking of predictions, we have actually come up with a prediction list for how this season is going to end up. So let's take a look at this, guys. Abi, you've gone for Man City to win the title, Liverpool second. Yeah, that's basically everyone's favorite. But Arsenal in
What the
third.
flying duck?
No, the reason why I went with this is because it's a bit of a placeholder. But with City, I think if they get their centre back, Fernandinho can go back to his position. I think they might sign another player.
Yeah, the surprise doesn't come for me
So-
over there. The surprise comes for me in third place.
Oh, third place.
What's
Arsenal.
happening here?
Being an Arsenal fan, I think it's only fair for me to stand by my team.
Ridiculously biased,
I think-
fair enough.
And I think it's not even bias. It's like one game too soon to say anything and all that.
Yeah.
But you've got United who can be definitely at third place and all that. But
Yep.
how crazy is my prediction compared to Raja's prediction of
Yeah, we'll get to Raja. We'll get to Raja in a bit. But then, why have you gone for? Why have you gone? I mean, I understand the West Brom because they
I feel
just
you
came
can't-
up. West Ham are having their problems and everything. Why have you gone for Brighton to go down though?
Interesting, because I feel like the promoted teams, I feel like what I've seen so far, Fulham and
Leeds.
Leeds may continue staying on there.
So Brighton are the ones that are
So
going to be
I
suffer
look
for
at
that.
Brighton, that's
Okay.
going to take.
Fair enough. I mean, again, like I said, Abhi's prediction is quite crazy, but nothing as crazy or maybe as stupid as Raja's lah. Raja, you're going for Arsenal at first.
Arsenal
And
at
Man
first and
Man
relegated.
United at second. Two
Okay.
teams have finished third and 8th place last
No,
season.
the highlight is Arsenal first.
Ah.
For the person who's been
Yeah,
quite
there you go.
anti-Arsenal lately. And West Ham to finish last, who's been a die-hard West Ham fan.
That
No, and the
shows
best
you
part,
I'm just
Fulham- sorry,
objective.
Burnley-
I'm not biased at
Yeah.
all. I just look at the stats, and to be honest, there's one overarching principle behind my predictions. I look at managers and I believe in people. And I look at Mikel Arteta and what he's got going on. I believe in that man.
I cannot disagree. You see, if Raja's prediction comes true, who am I to hate
No, okay,
this?
fine, fair enough. But then,
I
like
will
Burnley,
kiss you,
Burnley
Raja,
have
over
been
here
one
on
of the
deiFootballLak, kiss
one of the
him.
most best consistent teams in the Premier League, Burnley, and you have actually tipped them to go down. Why? They had a wonderful
there's-
season still last season.
There's
Slow
two
start.
big, three gigantic reasons for me. Number one, Burnley are an aging squad. Number two, they've not really brought in anybody of value. They've sold people like Jeff Hendrick, Joe
Yeah.
Hart. I believe James Tarkowski,
Yeah.
who's their lead centre back, is very likely on the way out.
Wow, if that happens, then I might have to
You
agree
see,
with
so
you.
I
but-
feel like, it's like they're a one-trick pony, right? And I believe that with the more attacking teams that we see today, I think that they might just be able to thwart and better Burnley.
Fair enough.
Honestly, before I put Burnley there, I was toying with the fact of Crystal Palace. But the two signings of Eberici, easy. Please Google him. He came from
Dude, that
QPR.
guy, the game Palace versus
Southampton.
Southampton the other day.
Right.
What he came off the bench. Remember we were talking about that guy Easy.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
That kid, I've been
What a
talking about him for
performance.
3 weeks.
Yeah, what a
He's from
performance.
And then
QPR.
also we
What a
saw,
performance.
I think, who was it? Moss. What Moss? The referee name?
Shane Moss. Is it Shane Moss?
John Moss.
John Moss.
Was it John Moss? Okay, I don't know.
Sorry, Shane
Whoever who refereed that game, I just want to say,
Quite racist.
quite racist. It was quite apparent because he sent off Ize, which we felt it wasn't a send off.
Not
And then-
easy. Not easy. It was.
Ize, it was Ize. Ize got a card, second yellow. He got a first yellow.
He got
then
sent
picked up.
off,
He got sent off. Then the card was rescinded.
There was Kyle
rescinded.
Walker Peters.
Yeah, Walker Peters was
sorry,
sent
that
off.
was Walker
That was
Peters.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Right,
There
right,
wasn't
right,
a
okay.
Yeah, but I get what you mean. The reason why
yeah.
we bring him up is because all the players he's actually sent off in his career are black.
Black.
That's the reason. why we bring him up.
Racism.
Yeah.
Racism.
But moving on.
Blatant.
Interestingly, you guys have actually got West Ham. You guys actually agree with West Ham going down. I disagree with that. I've actually gone for West Brom, which means Abi and I actually agree on that part. But I think Sheffield United and Aston Villa are going to be joining them at the bottom three, whereas at the top, because City have not made defensive reinforcements, I've gone for Liverpool as champions. City will still come in second. And because Man United finished in third, I feel the team chemistry is there compared to Chelsea signing 7 players this season. I honestly felt that it's going to take some time to actually click. So I'm actually going for United.
I
in
will
third.
disagree with
Unless
Villa.
United actually get a centre back and Jadon Sancho, or someone to actually back up that attacking position, even a Gareth Bale for that matter, and I might
Oh,
be
I
changing
heard
my
there's some
predictions.
rumors, Gareth Bale
Yeah,
might be coming to Man United.
exactly.
If Gareth Bale comes to Man United, I might change my predictions. That is
exactly.
really based on
Yeah.
because you see, Arsenal don't have any Champions League to play.
Yeah.
That's one big thing. I believe Liverpool's squad is too thin to compete in Europe
In many
and do the Premier
competitions,
League.
yeah, okay.
And Man United actually have a very decent squad.
Fair enough.
That's my whole thing. And West Ham, like I said, David Gold and Sullivan, come on, they've not made any signings. Honestly, it's a very horrible squad. I'm
I
a
understand,
West Ham fan.
and I think, Raj,
bleed West Ham.
I think you've already told them enough how you feel like West Ham's going to go down, and that's that's another episode
bleed West
of
Ham.
deiFootballLak coming to an end. Once again, the show that is brought to you thanks to Ram's Realty. So if you're ever looking for a property, don't
Wrong
forget.
side.
Wrong side. This one. Yeah, Ram's Realty. If you're ever looking for a property, don't forget to look for the names Ram's Realty. Thank you so much, Ram Mama, for making this the ultimate possibility. And of course, the button over here. If you're not hit the subscribe button, don't forget we're giving away a very
Press the
special
button.
gift.
Press the button.
Push the tempo. Push the tempo. All right,
and we are.
and that's it. We're Alan.
Perfect timing.
Guys, wait, okay? You're currently on the road to hitting 1,000 subscribers. So hit the subscribe button in order for you to win the free gift. Okay? If you missed last week's episode, it's right here. The playlist is right at the bottom. Hit the subscribe button to deiFootballLak! We love you guys so much.